fun way to start our program, huh? So, Yee Haw. I'm going to tell you just a couple of things that the 7th graders have worked on since our last concert, and then maybe look and listen for some of these new techniques in our next couple of pieces. So we've been working a lot. In January, we really dig in deep to shifting and vibrato in the 7th grade. So shifting, meaning we're moving from first position where we started in 5th grade to a higher position. So we're working a lot on going back and forth and learning how to play in those upper positions. Not a ton of shifting in our music tonight, well, except for bass, because, well, bass always shifts from day one, and except for bass is a key phrase in our classroom. So we also have been working a lot on altering our finger patterns, so we're not just stuck. We're moving our first finger around, we're moving our second finger around, we're moving our third finger around, so we're really moving around the fingerboard a little bit more to be able to play more variety of key signatures, and it just makes it sound more interesting. The other skill that we've really been working on is vibrato. We made little egg shakers in our class this year, and we've been practicing our vibrato skills. We've had a lot of We Don't Talk About Bruno music just playing in the background while we're practicing getting this motion going and practicing those vibrato motions. So look out for that as well, especially in, make sure I have, Sahara Crossing is our next one. You'll see in the violins especially that we're starting to add a little bit more of that vibrato to warm up the tone quality of our instruments as we're playing longer notes. So we have 2 more pieces for 7th grade tonight. We're going to play Sahara Crossing, where you'll see and hear a few more of those finger alterations, and then our last piece called Ninja. All right. So this is the 8th grade orchestra, and that was our first selection, Vanguard Overture. Lots of variety in that piece. So the 8th graders, this is their 4th year playing, so hopefully if you've been here for both of our performances, you've been able to hear the growth from year to year to year. So much fun as we get up to this next level. So I wanted to recognize a few students before we move on to our next couple of pieces for 8th grade. We have a number of students that participated in solo and ensemble at the end of April. Solo and ensemble is something that our students have the opportunity to participate in. It is not a requirement. It's something that they can choose to do as an extra thing. They learn a solo on their own, or they learn a duet, or a trio, or a quartet, or a quintet, whatever they choose. And we spent some time during wind rehearsals, kind of rehearsing and going over, and I say wind rehearsals, our wind class time. So we've spent some time kind of working on that, and all of our students that participated this year, every single event, whether it was a solo, or a duet, or a trio, or quartet, every single one of our events earned a Division I rating this year, which is amazing. I'd like to have those students that participated stand up. So it's a lot of extra work for them on their part, practicing, and their performance showed it this year. Then we also had in February, right? Oh, it's so long ago already. In February, we had a group of students that were nominated and accepted to perform in our MSBOA, which is the Michigan School Band and Orchestra Association, in their honors orchestra for our group of schools in our district. So in District 7, it goes from the Lake Shore to, well, through Montcalm County, but pretty much. So I would like to also recognize those students because they put in extra time. We had an evening rehearsal on a Wednesday night all the way in Mona Shores. We didn't get home till after 10 o'clock, I think. And then that Saturday was an all-day event as well, where they got up early, they went out there, and they spent the day rehearsing and practicing and participating in that, and then a final performance that day. So I'd like to have those students that participated in the Honors Orchestra this year stand up so we can recognize them as well. All right, so we have 2 more pieces for just the 8th grade, and then we're going to do a little finale with all of our students, 7th and 8th grade combined. So the next piece that we're going to do is called Power Shift, and this piece focuses on shifting skills. So kind of expanding what we've learned in 7th grade and actually seeing it applied in an orchestra piece. When we learn shifting, it's not something that's going to appear all the time in our music. You're not going to have to play the entire piece up into a new position. It's something that we add in where we can, and sometimes it's penciled in and we have to do it because that's the way that the editor and the composer intended. Sometimes we do it because, oh wow, if I play it here, it's actually easier in the long run with the new skills that we've learned. So we're going to have a little power shift here because I'm not conducting. I am going to play the cello, and Emma has, she went to Blue Lake last summer and took a conducting class while she was there, and she's like, hey, can I conduct one of our pieces? So I thought, sure, why not? And I get to play the cello, so that's kind of fun. We also have, we also have a guest high school student, Owen Mead, who is going to be playing drum set with us tonight. And so I'd like to thank him. Owen joined us today and jumped right in with our rehearsal, and this is maybe like the 3rd time that we've played this with him tonight. So, power shift, and then we are going to finish with Avengers. right, we're going to do a little bit more moving around for our grand finale here. We're going to play Pirates of the Caribbean. Owen's going to join us on this one on drum set as well. Our 8th graders are all playing the first violin part. Our 7th graders are all playing the second violin part, so we're moving around over here again. While they're doing that, I wanted to make sure, I've got some thank yous tonight. I wanted to thank all of you first for being here tonight, but not only being here tonight, but for supporting these students that are on stage and continuing to encourage them to stick with music and really grow musically. It takes a lot, and things have gotten hard, like music-wise too. We get to this certain level where it might not just be easy for us to do anymore, and we have to put time in and really stick with it. And your encouragement to really help these students stick with the skill and keep working at it to bring it to that next level and realize the joy that they can find in playing an instrument really means a lot to me, and even if they don't say it, it means a lot to them. So thank you so much, parents and family and friends, for supporting them. I also would like to thank our middle school administration. Mr. Heist is here tonight, and Mrs. Taylor and Mr. Boyer over at the middle school. I also would like to thank our amazing auditorium staff that we have here, Mr. Chapman and Mrs. Carnes and Mrs. Radke and their student team really put on like all this cool stuff to help us look and sound so great. So thank you so much for your time that you have put in as well to help us look and sound so good. So I think we're all in our places. Looks like it. We are going to perform one more piece for you tonight, Pirates of the Caribbean. Enjoy. Thank you so much for coming tonight. These students are going to head back and pack up their instruments. The 8th graders are going to leave their uniforms with me. Hopefully they remember to bring clothes to change into. Bathrooms are open back here, guys, if you need to go change. So I'm going to send them back there. They will come to the lobby to meet you. Thank you so much for coming tonight.